You talk golden to me.
It's my dream to have a golden beard.
Younger but looks older.
I'll even try a squat. Here we go.
Talk golden to me.
The 6 of clubs.
The golden.
Welcome to another episode of the Talk Golden to Me video podcast show. Your host, Evan Golden, a.k.a. Golden TV. I gave myself that nickname, and I'm sticking with it, and I'm keeping it. As always, we are here in the studio at the Berman Law Group. All my Bachelorette fans, Bachelor fans, you might see this handsome face. It looks pretty familiar, right? We got him in studio from reality TV to world touring DJ. I want to talk to all about his adventures, how he got into the television arena, and now he's giving back. He's becoming a true humanitarian, which I really admire. So I wanted to talk to you about that.
Humanitarian.
For sure, man, for sure. So we have Vinny VinSane, Vinny Ventiera. Welcome to the Talk Golden to Me show, man. How you doing?
Thanks for having me, brother.
For sure, man. We've crossed so many paths.
Yes, we have.
Through the years. Just down here in South Florida, so many different charity events, so many different galas and affairs. So I'm glad we get to kind of sit down, talk to you. You're obviously on the, you were on the #1 reality show of all time, The Bachelorette. Yeah. Let's kind of start right there because I think that really helped parlay and let you achieve a lot of your goals and a lot of your aspirations. And what made you get on that show? How'd you get on that show? Who applied you to be on it?
So actually, I was out and about at Salt 7 in Delray, where I've been DJing for the last 6 years, and we do a yearly charity auction for the Tri-County Humane Society, and we do a Bachelor auction. So actually, there was a casting agent there and said, "Hey, we'd like to try out." So I was like, "All right, well." So it was a pretty cool situation. So I guess I kind of had the upper hand because they approached me. A lot of the times for the guy seasons, they have to seek the guys out rather like where the girls are lining up by the thousands to try out for the show.
And you're like a perfect candidate because you're already on a Bachelor dating charity.
Yeah,
right
exactly. So it was like pretty much a
this guy's
layup
a pro.
for them. Yeah, it was like a layup for them. So it was cool. And that just, led to emails and casting and thousands of ridiculous questions. And
what is that process like to get onto a national reality television show?
It was pretty long. It took, I think, about close to 3 months before I got the green light that I was going to go. And you really don't even know. And to the end, they still say this is still not a green light because you can get there and start acting wacky. You know what I mean? So they have to kind of keep it in their favor. But just back and forth emails, a lot of pictures. I did it right before Instagram was popular, but not as popular as it was now. So I think they had to really do in-depth searches, background, the whole 9 yards. You can't be a serial killer going on the show unless they do want that. But yeah, they give you psychological exams, crazy questions. I was answering questions do you like your dad, right? And then the next question would be, would you ever be a park ranger? So I'm there's weird, there must be a rhythm to it of what they're asking, but I'm gee. And then I start second guess. I'm maybe I would be a park ranger, It
makes you start to really think.
Yeah.
So that's wild. So you went through the process. They found you. They casted you, and you got to be actually on the show. And is there cameras constantly filming to do a lot of how real is The Bachelorette? Are they doing a lot of retakes? They say,
no,
I don't like the way you walked in. Can you say that over?
It's pretty much just wake up and go.
Wow.
The only really production thing that you see there during the day is just putting your microphone on, and then you kind of forget after a while that it's there. But there's no retakes. There's no, that's the #1 question. Is it real? Is it fake? The only thing that they use to their advantage is that we sign our life away, and they definitely, chop and screw up the stuff after the scenes.
Right. Everything you're saying
so I can
is,
say that.
Right. Well, that's the thing. It's everything you're saying is real, but you never know how, out of context it's going to be. They can edit.
They've chopped up some things,
Certainly.
But luckily, I wasn't one of the guys that was the what do you call it? The bad guys of the season, or
there's always going to be someone portrayed as a villain, a nut job.
Right.
What was your kind of? If you could give yourself a title,
I was more just a common collect guy. I went there to have fun. I didn't put any high expectations. I wasn't naive. I knew I was going on a television show. At the end of the day, I was going on a television show, maybe to potentially find love, but I knew I was going on a TV show. And I just had fun with it. I was cool with everybody. I was cool with all the producers. And I believe that's why that parlayed me into getting on to 2 more shows within that franchise.
That's great. Yeah, you went on to do the
Bachelor in Paradise
twice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
No regrets, though, right?
No regrets. It was just, I wish I hit the gym a little harder, though, because those guys are just shredded. And they just, it was impossible to just, just next to these dudes.
When they're not
Half of them
when they're
are
not rolling,
model-
they're just doing push-ups.
Yeah, it would be you're around 30 dudes all day, just hopped up on testosterone. So there's really nothing else to do. No phone, no TV. We were trying to do like a March Madness bracket. They wouldn't let us. So it's like you're in the zone. That's it.
No communication to the outside world,
No,
right?
which was kind of cool. Like I at first I got a little like you felt like your phone was vibrating in your pocket because you hand that in right when you get there. But it was actually cool to just disconnect and just unwind.
You still friends with any of the guys?
Yeah, a
in
lot
your
of the
castmates?
guys. There was a couple group chats here and there, especially with what I do in nightlife and marketing and promotions.
I'm sure they're all when they're coming down to South Florida won't hit you up.
Yeah, and I've got now that I was on the show, I've gotten them involved in the Bachelor auction at Salt, and then with my connections in the clubs and nightlife for me, being a DJ, I've booked them a lot and kind of broker them out and stuff like that.
Do you hate roses? Will you ever give like a future girlfriend a rose? Are you like anti-roses? I heard some of these people on the show like they run from the sight of a rose. They can't smell it.
It was like the emoji that I use a lot like while I was on it and stuff, and like. Yeah, I kind of get a little PTSD from it, but my girlfriend hates roses now, so.
Oh, bummer! You just revealed to the fans and the viewers that you're taken. Not
Yeah.
married though, right?
Not married, but I've been with my
Ring
girlfriend.
shopping?
Not yet. She's a little younger than me, so I put a good buffer in there,
Smart. Good move. Great move. What was the difference between The Bachelor and Bachelor in Paradise?
There's a couple aspects. One of the one of the most obvious things about the Bachelorette is that you're with just 30 dudes for one girl, and that's never been like my style of dating. If I'm not gonna try and fight for attention, if it's just I gotta hold my standards high. Like you should be come talking to me. That was the most obvious. And then going on the Bachelorette, that was like the first real TV show that I've ever been on. I've done like some other small stuff, but this was like day and nights type stuff. And then Bachelor in Paradise, you kind of know the producers going back there. After you watch it, you kind of know what they want. You kind of know what they don't want, and everybody. It's more like a party then, and there's girls and guys. So if you're not feeling the main chick, there's other.
Are they just feeding you guys alcohol on that island there too? Just let's get them.
I think it's one of those things where it's like it's so available that you don't really abuse it that much. I mean, people did, but I didn't. We actually had the second time I went back to Paradise. There was like a huge drama before they started the season with a guy and a girl, and they just got wasted, and there was like a big thing. Production shut down, so they regulate the drinks now. It was like you can only have one drink per hour.
Wasn't there another reality show or TV show based on The Bachelor? There was like a sitcom.
What was it called?
I forgot. Unreal.
A producer from the show went and made that.
Really?
Yeah.
So I had a chance to watch it. Did you watch a couple of those episodes?
I've heard about a couple things about it.
They would basically take all that stuff to the extreme. People, ODing.
And they switched the medications or something. The girl jumped off the roof.
Exactly. I was just thinking that when you were saying that story.
Yeah. No, I mean, think about it. A producer from the show made that, so they have to get the ideas from somewhere.
Very cool. So you had the chance to be on national television 3 times, and I'm sure they might even call you back again. They're waiting to see what you do with the girlfriend.
They actually texted me the other day. Bachelor in Paradise Australia was looking for people, but I think my dating shows are over, man. I'm like, I would do some like physical challenge type stuff, like maybe like MTV The Challenge or something like that, or maybe some type of
that would be badass.
Something.
We one of our guests from Big Brother, Josh Martinez, went on to go do the challenge.
Oh,
so
yeah.
They're doing a lot of crossovers
Yeah.
now. They're not just taking people from MTV.
Yeah.
Let's push for that, man.
I know. I need something like that.
Dude, the challenge is one of my favorite shows.
Yeah,
awesome.
I love it.
Awesome.
I love it.
It's tough though. Like
No, it
it
is.
You want to talk about guys in shape?
Yeah, they're big dudes.
You got to come in there as like an Olympic athlete, ready to ready to work.
There's this new show that I've been watching. It's really cool. It's actually the JoJo, who was the Bachelorette on my season, and Jordan Rogers, who was on my season. They have this show called The Fittest Couples. I mean, I'm in nowhere shape to be on that, but that's like something cool that I would like to do after all these darn dating shows.
You know what's kind of cool? You mentioned you're friends with them. You have the group chats. It seems like the people that come from the Bachelorette franchise become like almost like I want to say a fraternity.
Definitely.
Or
Yeah.
it seems like you guys always are supporting each other, always
Yeah.
going to each other's charity events. That's kind of
Yeah.
cool that you kind of get this brotherhood, this fraternity that goes on and on past the show.
I believe because of that, it's not like where it's a lot of these MTV shows, they're directed in a certain way and they thrive off of the drama and they thrive off of like the negativity. Our show is pretty much you're casted to be what you are and who you are, and to amplify that on TV. So that's why I think we all had like very genuine close connections.
You still a fan of the show? You still watch it?
Yeah, I watch it now. I'm in that world now, and like, my followers on Instagram and Twitter are probably 60% Bachelor fans. So it's good to kind of keep that engagement going with all that.
Show has it changed at all since you've been on it, or is it pretty much the same? They're not going to reinvent the wheel. They know it works. You notice things different. Like, I can't believe they're doing that now. I wish they did that when I was on it.
Well, I mean, it's kind of actually they kind of keep it pretty strict regimented. There's a couple things that it's a lot obvious now that, like, if you say like, oh, I think this is going to happen, or you see something going sort of way, and it happens the next episode. Like bringing somebody in. Like if somebody was saying like, oh, I really don't want Charlie to be here. Well, guess who's coming in next episode? Charlie's rolling in.
Oh man, I was thinking about you with 30 guys going after one girl. That's a lot of testosterone, personalities. Like this is a mental game.
No,
It's like,
100%. There was times where, like I like having obviously my friends around me and stuff like that. Like I'm an only child, so like being around that many dudes at once, like I never had like my alone time. Like I need like there would be times like I would just try and go against the grain, and like I would just go in the room and just start like causing a ruckus and yelling, like getting everybody all hyped up, because it is a mental toughness to be there. It really is. People don't realize like, oh, you're just having fun. You're with guys. It's like it's draining, dude.
And you got to kind of always be on, and if you let them get to you, and then you reveal that to obviously the Bachelorette, you're doomed. You're done.
Yeah, you're done. And then when we travel, like the top guys get to kind of go out on dates, but if you're like kind of the guy like me that's kind of like the wallflower just chilling, you're in the hotel the whole freaking week. Like just
Dude, days go long, huh?
Oh man, yeah. You don't even see sunlight. Like it's a science experiment, but it was fun. I want to throw that out there. It was fun. It was a great experience.
And how long did you guys film for on the Bachelor? How long is that? Is that three months?
A little less. If you're there from start to finish, I think it's like 2 months. But I made it a month. I made it halfway, and then Paradise is I think about a month.
So cool. So now the TV shows are done in the past, and dude, you are DJing at some of the coolest, just the most high-profile, celebrity-filled events all over the world right now. Are you like pinching yourself right now to do what you love to do in the coolest venues?
It's definitely humbling. I did it before the show.
So now we're transferring to the Vinny VinSane.
This is my alter ego. I've been DJing for 15 years.
This is not something you just started after the show. Like, hey, I got fame. Let me start DJing. You were DJing before.
Yeah, I didn't pull like a Paris Hilton or something like that. So I knew what I was doing. I had a good following. I always had a business mindset before going on the show. And going on the television show, it boosted my numbers. That was a great aspect of it. People always say it opened doors for me. I said, yeah, but it's up to me to keep those doors open and keep those relationships going. And I don't sell stuff on my Instagram. I'm not selling teeth whiteners, detox teas, and all this BS. I kind of use the brand that I built to market myself. I'm selling myself, and I'm selling myself, and the events that I've been doing the last 2 years. I parlayed all my contacts and the doors that were open for me going on these shows to start producing my own high volume ticketed events within the last 2 years. I started Aqua Day Club in Boca 2 years ago.
And what's Aqua Day Club? Is that like the Las Vegas down here South Florida pool party?
I like to call it like Las Vegas meets Ibiza in Boca.
That's a nice combo.
Yeah, definitely. I kind of, it's just in business, you're trying to fill voids that people, of stuff that people don't have. And that was something that I wanted to do for years, was something on Sunday. Sundays are big in Florida, as you know, Sunday Fun Day. It started off as me, pitching to the hotel, like, this is what I want to do. And it blew up to doing 500 people once a month on a Sunday.
And when's that start again?
We'll start in, this year we're going to start in April. And then we'll end Labor Day.
Yeah, those look like a fun time. So that's at the Waterstone Resort right here in Boca, right off of right off the water there. Make sure you go experience an Aqua Day Club event by Vinny VinSane. I've seen some of the pictures and videos, and unfortunately, my wife caught a peek of me looking. She's like, I don't know if I'm gonna let you spend time with the family. You on a picnic with the fam?
It's all right. You can stop by. They have lunch there.
I'm gonna get it in this year. I promise you. I promise you. So cool. So outside of that event, what made you we said the word humanitarian because, dude, I've seen you at so many charity events as of late.
Yeah.
Have you always had the kind of the heart to give back and just make a difference?
I think you always have to have that in you, to give back. I was always raised to give back and be polite and, on smaller scales, hold the door for people, say yes, please, thank you. But now that I do have this reach in the community and I do have a significant Instagram following, I wanted to use it in a positive way. I teamed up with American Association for Caregiving Youth a couple years ago to just raise awareness for their foundation. And then more recently, I teamed up with Home Safe to, kind of help them get their message across and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, why not do it,
You got to give to get in this world, right?
Yep.
That's nice. So big event coming up in December to really kick off the holiday season.
Yeah.
Tell me what's going on with the Jingle Jam Fest. This sounds really, really cool.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. We have, I got a lot of cool people coming to perform. I got a friend of mine, Michael Constantino. He went viral on YouTube. He does a lot of cover songs. He's a pop artist. He has a bunch of his own originals, a couple local guys in there. But more importantly, I'm expecting over 1,500 to 2,000 people. We tell everybody to come dressed as Santa. And the main focus is we have those charities involved in that and to give back. Everybody that comes there, we encourage them to please bring a gift. I have all the donations that we're accepting on the website. And then they get a raffle ticket for, we're doing silent raffles that day. We're going to have food trucks. Like I said, food trucks, live entertainment, and lots of Santas. That's my pitch for that.
It's going to be fun. So that's
and I got the
7th.
Bourbon team on there as one of my
For
sponsors.
sure. I see you got some great sponsors. You're going to have entertainment, food trucks.
Yeah.
Excited to see all the Santas. That's going to be like a cool picture, just like a sea of Santas.
It's like a mini SantaCon down here in South Florida. We got Meisner Park Amphitheater. I'm really looking forward to it. We're getting a lot of good feedback. The impressions on the Facebook event page.
And tickets are on sale right now, right?
Yeah, they're on sale. $20.
Cheap. Good deal. Go support a great cause. So that's going to be going down in the Meisner Park Amphitheater December 7th. This is Jingle Jam by Vinny VinSane. Did you give yourself that own nickname, by the way, VinSane? I forgot
how I got that. Actually, I think I found it from Vince Carter.
I
saw it in like a Sports Illustrated when I was a kid. I was like, that works.
Vinsanity, right? VinSane, I like that.
I trademarked it in the DJ realm of things, so he can't use it if he ever wants to be a DJ.
Nice. Smart. See, you are a true businessman. I like that, man. So very cool. What's All Access Group? I see on your shirt.
All Access is I wanted a more brandable umbrella company type name. I didn't want to just use like VinSane Entertainment.
Got it.
I mean, VinSane Entertainment's my LLC, but All Access Group is my event production company, my umbrella that everything falls under.
Sweet.
Under.
And can we call a company like that for like planning our own event, or if someone wants to do a whole charity event or gala, they can basically do it through All Access because you can provide the music.
Yeah, it's pretty much a one-stop shop, either event management or I'll take over a venue and do my own thing and stuff like that.
Dope. Want to play a fun game?
Sure.
Sweet. We have all our guests on our show play a game called Word for Word. It's a pretty simple game. Just follow the rules here. I don't want you to mess up. But all you have to do is say the first word that comes to your mind when I say a word, or maybe someone's name, or it can be an object. You understand, right?
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to play Word for Word right here with Vinny VinSane on the Talk Golden to Me video podcast show. I think he's ready to roll. You know what? I need a little background music, producer. Give me like that game show music that we play. That is perfect. All right, word for word, say the first word that comes to your mind. Here we are with Vinny VinSane. Ready? First word that comes to your mind. Rose.
Joelle.
Marshmallow.
DJ.
Paradise.
Sand.
JoJo Fletcher.
Jordan Rogers.
Kings Park.
Where I grew up.
Turntable.
VinSane.
Miami.
Cocaine.
Vinyl.
Jay-Z.
Summer.
Oh, man. Summer.
First word that comes to mind.
Hot.
Aqua Day Club.
Me.
Napster.
Metallica.
Chris Harrison.
Botox.
That is word for word. That you got 100%, man. You passed. That was awesome. That's funny. Man, I don't know if Chris is going to like that. He's a fan of our
I
show.
don't think he's got Botox. I don't think he does. I don't know why I thought of that.
Come on. He's got to have it. Guy's on TV more than anyone. That's funny. That was good. That is awesome. Is JoJo still with that guy?
Yeah, they're engaged. Yeah.
So this is the reality show. It is real. You're really creating love, man.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were still together.
Yeah, they are.
That's awesome.
They're hosting that show, The Fittest Couples, now. So they've been killing it. I think they had a spinoff with. This is a great idea. They teamed up with Airbnb, and they did like a home improvement type show, and then they put it on the Airbnb market. So they're making residuals from Airbnb and the TV show.
Yeah, I just learned that it's better now you could profit more by getting a second home or third home and renting it out through Airbnb than trying to just do a 1-year sublease.
Oh yeah, and you can fluctuate the prices too.
Certainly. Great opportunities. This is fun, man. We're talking to Vinny VinSane. He's got a great event coming up right here in Boca Raton, December 7th. Lock up tickets now. Will be limited capacity, so you want to be about it. You don't want to hear about it. You always hear the people that kind of see it and say, "Oh, I wish I went."
No, it's going to be like, it's definitely going to be an event that's going to be around for a while, and Meisner Park's happy with it. Boca Raton's excited to have it. I got Doubler and Kapow as one of my sponsors as well. They're the heavy hitters in Meisner, so I wanted to get them involved because they give back to a lot in the community, and they're just cool people. I got Forever Young involved. I have my friends at Motor Group Customs. Like I said, I got the 2 charities in there, so.
Sweet. We'll be there. We'll be promoting it throughout our show and social
Yeah.
media. I'll be promoting as well, so I'll definitely be there as well. So awesome thing you're doing. Going back to your DJing, is there a venue or a place that you're like, it's on your bucket list, like, dude, I got to spin there. I got to play there?
I think I've hit it pretty hard, but I would like to be out in Vegas more, like a Vegas style pool party. Because I'm like a middle tier guy. You have like your chain smokers and Tiesto, and like those guys are producers and like obviously aren't on the same level. I'm not on the same level as them.
Yeah.
But it's just the market now is just so saturated with self-proclaimed DJs and stuff like that. But then you have Tiestos and chain smokers who are getting $250,000 to DJ for 2 hours. So it's like, yeah, I can't compete with that. I mean, yeah, you can get me for cheaper, so that might be my pitch. But Vegas is definitely a place that I would like to tap into more.
Cool.
But yeah, Vegas.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Vegas is the extreme insane party.
I've been out there a
Vinny
couple
VinSane.
times. A couple more places that I would like to spin.
Awesome. Well, this is good stuff, man, talking to you. I appreciate you being so candid and revealing some of the secrets of reality TV. Dude, everybody watches The Bachelor.
Yeah.
Bachelor. I mean, it's crazy.
It's crazy because I didn't really I knew of it before I went on it, but it's huge. It just gets bigger and bigger because if you think about it, their like internal market grows every year. Every year they have 50 to 60 new contestants that build macro followings on social media. So it's like you're not going to see the Bachelorette paying really a lot for ads because everybody's doing the marketing for them. It's all internal. It's like the smartest thing, and not just Bachelorette. It's all reality TV shows that people get to connect now with these cast members like myself, and you can hold on to that fan base. Now the show obviously caught on to that because we were doing a lot of our own thing. Like myself, I was throwing events. And, I was brokering a lot of these guys out to venues for public meet and greets. But now the show saw like that opportunity that they're missing. And now they're throwing their own events. They're throwing their own meet and greets. They're extending everybody's contracts to not do that outside of the show.
Right. They want it all in-house.
They want it, which is smart, which is smart.
Surprised they weren't doing that earlier. Why do you think it has such a huge fan base? As America, are we just like hopeless romantics? Do we believe and want to see true love? Like what is the psychology behind these people that are just obsessed with the show?
It is. There's a lot of obsessed people out there. Luckily, I didn't get too much of the crazy DMs or wacky fans and stuff like that. But I think it's like what you said. People like that, the hopeless romantic, or the people that watch the show are. I don't really know the age demographic, but maybe they want to fantasize about being with a younger guy. I don't know, but it's just like the market is huge. The market is huge, and I think people like it. It's weird because I had a breakup on Bachelor in Paradise, and I was like on Reddit or something. I was looking at like people were describing our breakup, and this lady like wrote like A through Z of like how I was feeling and what type of person I am. I was like, holy crap, like I don't even know that about myself. It was weird, dude, but the fan base is huge, and it's even bigger in like Canada and like random spots.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Toronto's a massive market for the Bachelor world.
I think you're right though about that cougar thing.
Yeah, and I think and people notice that it's authentic. It's a reality show. It's not like they're watching General Hospital where they know it's scripted. It's more like,
It's cool to hear the success stories. You see people engage and
Oh, yeah,
married. So
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it is creating love.
It is. I have my friend Jared and Ashley. They just got married recently. Another buddy that was on my season, Evan and Carly. They have 2 kids now after the show. There's a couple people that are still engaged, so it does work. It does work.
If you could punch one castmate from any Bachelor or Bachelorette right in the face, free pass, you won't get in trouble. Who you sticking?
I don't really hate anybody like that, but I'm just going to call my friend out there, Iggy. I'm going to punch him in the face.
Boom. Iggy's taking the shot. And then your girlfriend said you can answer this question. French kiss make out one.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure she did.
I got the permission. One female castmate could have been a bachelor or bachelorette or on the contestant. Who are you picking?
I'm not answering it.
I got the fall back.
I plead the fifth.
And this is why he's the ultimate ladies' man. He knows how to get the women and
Are you
keep the women.
nuts?
Do you have any love advice for our single people out there that need advice? Maybe they think they're never going to find love. Maybe they can't think they're going to find the right one.
To get into a relationship?
Yeah.
Because there's advice that I can give on both aspects of
Let's hear it.
All right. So I to get into a relationship, I think you have to be honest. Honesty is the best. To stay in a successful relationship, I've learned in my older years.
Then honesty is not the best.
Honesty is not the best.
Were you going to say that?
No.
Okay. I was like...
as cliche and corny as it sounds, you gotta communicate. You gotta, because I'm the type of person that, like, if I say it in my head, I feel like that everybody might already know it, and that's kind of bitten me in the ass. You gotta just put it all out there, as little as it is. What do you want to do for dinner? What time are we leaving? Little stuff like that. It blows out of proportion. But to get in a relationship, like I said earlier, you just have to be honest, be upfront. Don't be afraid to show your feelings. That was something that I did on the show. And don't be afraid to say how you feel about the person. And yeah, pretty much.
Sometimes guys just don't want to, they don't want to express their feelings or their emotions or their feelings. They have a hard time doing it. They think they're going to seem weak with it or not too manly. So I think that more men need to express how they're feeling because your partner wants to hear that. They need that reassurance sometimes.
Well, I think especially in the day that we live in, everything's so quick. And that's what kind of on the show I learned about myself, because I was one of 30 guys and you had to tell them how you felt. Every day there was like a week in real life. Well, you know what I'm trying to say? A day there was like a week in real life. So everything amplified and moved very quickly. So you didn't have time to say, I'm going to wait till next week, because your ass could have been cut. And that's how kind of the world is today. Everybody's on Tinder, Plenty of Fish, and all those other apps. You gotta it's a very, very hyper and quick world that we live in now. You have to get the point across in everything. Love, business. It's very rapid paced stuff that we live in.
Yeah, we're a microwave society for sure. And I think if you want something in life, go after it and say what you want and go after it. I 100% agree with that, man. Cool little golden nuggets there, man. I appreciate that. Dude,
golden nuggets. I like that.
That's it. That's what we try to provide to the viewers and listeners, which we appreciate you all always tuning in and listening to our show. Viewers, listeners, we, of course, appreciate your time listening, subscribing, doing all that fun stuff. Make sure you follow Vinny VinSane on Instagram. All his platforms, you go right to his website as well, Vinny VinSane, and get the Jingle Jam Fest tickets now. That's limited capacity December 7th. So very cool stuff, man, letting us go inside the world of reality TV and The Bachelor and Bachelorette. So, dude, you're a cool guy, and your girlfriend's a lucky woman.
We're both lucky.
Yeah.
Listen,
dude,
I'm learning.
He says all the right things.
I'm learning because this is recorded. Are you nuts?
The guy says all the right things, man. Take notes, man. You should write a book, man. When's the dating book coming out? Keys to Success.
Listen, I'm a Libra, so I'm very balanced. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that book's gonna help somebody or hurt somebody. You're gonna get no answers from my book.
The Vinny VinSane, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your time going inside the insane brain of Vinny, man. He's the lover. He's a talented DJ. and just a cool guy overall. Book him for your events. Call Access Group as well, which is cool. All Access Group. Viewers, listeners, subscribe, share, do all that fun stuff. Follow him on social media. We appreciate your time listening to another episode of the Talk Golden to Me video podcast show. Your host, Golden TV, as always, from the Berman Law Group. We out of here. Peace.
Peace.